changing natural environments and increasing urbanization on a global scale. When urban land use is introduced to habitat, the composition and structure of that habitat changes, and this disrupts wildlife communities. Biodiversity decreases, the relative abundances of different species change, and animals are redistributed in space. And all these shifts in community structure change the way that different species interact with each other. So I'm going to tell you a little bit about an interaction that might be affected by urbanization, and that is parasitism. Host-parasite interactions are ecologically and evolutionarily important. Parasites can affect the health, the behavior, and the population dynamics of their hosts, and many of them cause disease. So when we talk about parasitism today, we're also talking about disease dynamics. Host-parasite interactions are susceptible to the disruptive effects of urbanization because the overlap between host and parasite populations can be affected by those changes in community structure. So we sampled birds across an urbanization gradient in Southwest Michigan. These highly urban areas are in red, as in the Grand Rapids and Kalamazoo areas, and we have progressively lower levels of urbanization spreading outward through the cities. We screened these birds for the presence of avian malaria parasites and found that avian malaria has higher proportion of infection in urban areas than in any other areas. So avian malaria is a bloodborne parasite that is transmitted by mosquitoes. When they bite birds, they inject the parasite into the blood. Avian malaria is not infectious to humans. Avian malaria is not infectious to humans. I'm so sorry. Avian malaria is not infectious to humans. Been there all morning. All right. Whew.
We're all family.
Yes. But it does have similar effects. Like human malaria, it can have serious physiological effects on its hosts. So it's really important for conservation. So this is a really interesting result because the high level of urbanization, this tells us that, or the high level of infection tells us that not only does urbanization influence host-parasite dynamics, but it also may be increasing the probability of infection, parasite transmission. So this is really important because parasites cause, oh my gosh. Parasites. I'm so sorry.
Just talk.
Parasites cause, they can cause disease, and they have serious, they can cause damage to a lot of their host populations. So, oh man, should have brought the paper up. So it's really important from a conservation perspective to understand how urban land use affects parasitism. It's also important to recognize that understanding parasitism in wildlife systems can help us understand disease dynamics in general. And this is really important because human activity is changing the global landscape all around us. And we need to be asking ourselves how these changes, how the natural world around us is responding to these changes, and what that means for human and wildlife diseases. Thank you.